All right, guys, what's going on? If you watched the last video, you guys know that I have an incident with one of my rhinoceros iguana females. She has bashed her face pretty darn good. She's not doing well. She broke her jaw. So it's the day after that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring her right now to my vet and see if we can get her jaw wired. She's definitely stressed out. She does not feel well. So I'm hoping that we can get this girl all situated and get her, you know, back to a healthy status. She'll always have some kind of scarring, but if we can get her stabilized, I can then get to work getting nutrients into her and getting her on the mend. Hopefully we get a good answer from the vet. We're gonna take some radiographs, x-rays, make sure that it's something that can actually be fixed. That's the big concern. If he cannot wire it, unfortunately, I may have to euthanize her because it's one of those kind of injuries that they just don't do well coming back from. So I'm a little nervous, and I hope it goes well. All right, Doc.
All right.
Thanks for it. This is Dr. Dillon. We're at PGA Animal Clinic, and he's going to have a look at her. She's definitely not looking pretty.
So she did this on the cage.
On the cage, yeah. She was originally rescued out of Ohio. Never really saw outdoors, and I don't know, man. I've heard of this happening. This is the first time I've actually had it happen to an animal of mine. I've had some nose rub before, but this is the first time I've seen a broken jaw.
Yeah.
There's some gel. I put some Silvadine to try and. Originally, I thought she had just really bad nose rub.
Yeah.
But yesterday, while trying to feed, I noticed that the lower jaw was broken in the front.
You can see it's offset. Yeah.
Yep.
So it is. It's right. It looks like it's right at the symphysis where the two bones come together. So what?
She will bite too, by the way.
Okay.
She still tries. I did get some liquid food in her and stuff.
Okay.
But.
All right. What we'll do, we'll give her some good pain meds and a good sedative.
Okay.
And then we'll line up our little dental plate and take some x-rays and see exactly what's going on, because there is a lot of infection there. So, you know, a lot of that is hopefully just swelling and infection, which we should be able to get a handle on. But we'll see if there's something we can do with the actual jaw to kind of hold it together.
Very cool.
If it's just a symphyseal fracture just right in the middle, sometimes you can wire those, and there are things we can do to stabilize it. So,
cool.
Yeah, we'll get some x-rays and see what's going on.
I appreciate it, Doc.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
no
And
problem.
if you guys are in the Palm Beach area and you need a vet, you do care for reptiles? I mean,
Yeah, we do.
All right, very cool. So PGA Animal Clinic. All right, thanks, Doc. I know we're still in the quarantine zone, so I'll see you later. Give me a ring. All right. So you filled me in a little bit on the call yesterday, but I guess for everyone else that's interested in this story, what is going on with this lizard, man?
So she has got a really bad infection in the bone. So she's got osteomyelitis.
Okay.
I'll kind of show you. She's still a little bit sedate from anesthesia yesterday.
Okay.
But it's a pretty tough scenario, because it's hard to say which happened first. If she actually did fracture the jaw or had some wound there and that's how she got it, or if the bone has literally just disintegrated.
Man.
So basically what you're looking at here has all been cleaned up surgically. Up on the top portion, up on the nose here, that's all exposed bone.
Okay.
And because there is no excess skin, you can't even close over it. So unfortunately, this is going to be a pretty tough potential recovery here.
Okay.
This lower jaw, there's no stability in this whole front portion at all. So where it should come together and fuse in the middle there, that bone just essentially doesn't exist anymore.
Jeez.
So it's all been essentially deteriorated from the infection. So the thing we're going to wait on, so she's on pretty aggressive broad spectrum antibiotics right now,
Okay.
some really good pain meds. the thing that we're waiting on, we sent out 2 tests. So we sent out a bacterial culture, but we also sent out a test to make sure she doesn't have an infection from what's called mycobacterium. Because if that were the case, which I am hopeful that it's not, but if that were the case, that's something where unfortunately
is mycobacterium similar to mycoplasma?
No, so those are different. Not like tuberculosis is mycobacterium infection.
Okay. Gotcha.
So unfortunately, if that were the case and she did have a mycobacterium infection, euthanasia would be recommended.
And that's because
it's incredibly difficult to treat. You're talking very, very long courses of treatment, and if it's in the bone like that, then that's just not realistic and not the fair, humane thing to do for her. I don't think that's going to be the case. But we've got to send that out just to be safe.
Okay.
The culture should come back in a couple days. So that we may tweak the antibiotics that she's currently going to be on, but we'll know that in a couple days.
Very cool.
We're sending her with some oral pain meds, and then we're sending her with injectable antibiotics.
All right. And where am I giving the injections on her?
So you can. So the good thing about the antibiotic, you can go under the skin or in the muscle. So you can go just anywhere along her side. Just like you've done in the past with Lumpy. Yeah, you can just go sub-Q here. That's totally fine to give it that route.
All right, cool. So, what's the name of the antibiotic?
Ceftazidime.
Oh, great. Yeah, I've used ceftazidime before. That's good stuff.
So she'll get that every other day, so every 48 hours.
All right, very cool.
And then she's going to be on that same schedule for her pain meds as well.
All right, and we're going to put her in a very bare enclosure.
No substrate, access to water certainly, but other than that, just clean towels or paper towels, and just change them out the second you see any kind of
fecal matter.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Any kind of discharge at all, even just change them out. The more frequent the better.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. You've been a big help to me in the last year since we've met, and I do appreciate it. So in the meantime, we're gonna go home and get her set up. Okay, we're back home. Kate's manning the GoPro, and we're gonna get to work on this gal. And she is still with us, which is nice. And Kate hasn't seen her in a bit, so.
Oh, hold on.
Go ahead. You got it?
There we go.
Thanks. So he surgically removed all the dead tissue, but you could see she's just not feeling good.
Oh, poor thing.
I know, it sucks, man. But I really think we'll be able to get her fixed up. We're waiting on a culture to come back. As long as she doesn't have this mycobacterium, we should be okay. I've seen lizards with faces worse than this survive. So I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do and tube feed her and do what we got to do just to make sure that she's getting the nutrients. And then I'm going to bring her in and I'll show you guys her hospital enclosure. So here we go. This is what we got to do. I'm going to go ahead and just squat down. Obviously, I'm going to be as gentle as possible, everybody, but just the whole nature of getting food into this animal is not going to be easy. And I don't want her...
You just let me know if you want me to do anything. I mean, that really doesn't look like she's going to...
Can you hold this?
Here.
Yeah,
I can hold that.
What I'm going to try and do is gently pull this down. I know. And she's going to try and bite on this, but we're going to slide this down.
Oh.
She's going to
This is for your own good, little miss.
There we go. And you want to make sure you gently are placing it.
I can't really see what you're doing.
Yeah,
there
what I'm doing is, I know, baby, I know, it's horrible. Horrible feeling. Okay.
Do they have the same gag reflex that we do?
They must. I really don't know for certain, but yeah, she's trying to put it back up. But this is definitely not in the trachea. Okay. You gotta be very careful not to go down the trachea. Now they have a glottis over the trachea. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is, as you can imagine, with one hand, not easy. We're pushing the food in. And this is a mixture of cactus, tortoise chow. I put calcium because obviously she's got a bone injury. We wanna really get some calcium going. And a lot of liquid, a lot of water. So I'm just getting some nutrients into her. It's really, really important, as you can imagine. And this thing is so hard. Somebody had some... Oh, here we go. Okay. Up, and it's out. Ah! All over me, a lot of it. Anyway, we probably filled her up.
Too much.
We filled her up. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay, baby. That's okay. Shh, 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 shh. I know. I know. She's having a rough go of it. But, you know,
now, is it like with the nutrients, a little bit goes a long way?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
as long as she gets some of that down there.
Well, this wasn't all of it that came back up.
Right.
For sure. And I'm going to do this again tomorrow. And she's quite lively, which gives me hope. So what I want to do now is I want to kind of, what I forgot to tell you is the other syringe was going to have water in it. I could use the water to kind of wash her face off.
Okay.
So I'll grab this.
All right.
May I have a napkin also for my leg?
Yeah.
Thanks. So,
You want water in?
yeah, water in that clean syringe, please. So that's what's going on right now. But yeah, she's okay. I guess I filled her up a little bit of a regurg, but there is definitely some liquid in there. I'll do this again tomorrow. It's about the consistency right now. She's licking her chops, which is good. I think we'll be able to get this animal to have a good life. She's not going to be winning any beauty contests anytime soon, but I think we'll be able to get her going. I just feel good about it. Like I said, we got to keep our fingers crossed about that. Those lab results that she doesn't have the mycobacterium that's going to be really eroding the bone. So what we're going to do is we'll keep vigilant. We'll keep on her. We'll keep doing this procedure, tube feeding her, the calcium, the injections. I don't have an injection scheduled for today, so I'm not worrying about an injection today for her. What I'm going to be doing, though, is giving her injections every other day, as the doc told us. Ceftazidime is a good drug for that because it's every 72 hours, I believe. Thank you, Mama. So what I'm just going to do is, let's give her some nice little irrigation here. Oh, this is the worst. These things are the worst.
I just tried to do it inside and it squirted everywhere. Hey! There you go.
Let's irrigate her.
Oh,
That's it. Just a little. What we're trying to do is just... I know. She's being so good right now. There we go. So that now we know we've got her, well, I want to get a little bit more cleaned off of her. I just don't want that food stuff to rot on her because that's obviously not clean after a while. And I feel like I want to give her some water. She seems to want to drink. Oh, there's some more of that.
coming out, yeah.
Here. Drink it.
We gotta clean her up on this side over here. Well, you know, I think when you eat and then somebody flips you upside down, it may
it upsets your stomach.
come out the other end.
Sucks.
Poor little thing.
Yeah. Oh, you're sneezing and everything. Oh, God. It's not easy with the animals, you know. It's like, I would imagine it's like having a little tiny baby, right? They can't really tell you they're sick.
Right.
They just spit up everything.
Oh, spitting up. It's the worst.
Yeah, but...
Don't face her towards me.
Little... Oh, God, these...
Guys, I hate it.
These things suck. I don't know. There's got to be
There's got to be a better way.
There's a better way that someone out there knows who's a nurse. I forget what they said. I don't know
what?
why
I should
these
get
things
the
think.
little. I got something inside.
No, we're good now.
All right.
I mean, what I want to do now about the only other thing I think that's smart for me to do with her, since she's just had such a stressful few days, is I'm going to put a little bit of this Silvadine on her, and that should help with any fungus that may try and take hold. So let's just go ahead and do this gently. Ugh. Little lizard tongue.
Don't eat it.
I don't want her to eat it. Just a little over here. Again, this stuff's really good. If you guys can get some of this from your vet, you're going to want it. It's great for all reptiles, fungal problems, things of that nature. So, man, You guys know I give you guys the real deal here on this channel. This is part of it. Animals are going to get sick. Animals are going to get hurt. These originally came from my friend Ken Alfieri. He brought them down here. There was a pet store that closed. This one never calmed down. She always ran around. It just takes one bad thing to actually you know, get her going, to break her jaw. And that's what happened here is, you know, she ran in, broke her jaw, secondary infection set in. But we did the right thing, right? We got her to the vet, and here's the setup. Very, very basic. We got a powerful UVB light here, okay? So the temperature under here should get nice and warm, about 95, 100 degrees. I've got my, these lights just got turned on. Where are my little, I have my little temp gun anyway. Well, I had a temp gun, here it is. So I can kind of check. It's just been turned on. I don't know if it's gonna be so hot. 89, 90 degrees, 91. So that's getting warm. And then on this side, in the evening, I have this Fluker heat pad. If you look right there, you can see it just sticking out. So there's the Fluker heat pad. Because remember guys, I don't know if you watched the other video I talked about with reptiles and medication. If you give reptiles medicine and their bodies are not warm enough, they will not metabolize the medication. Remember, they're cold-blooded, so they won't metabolize. And if they don't metabolize, medicine just sits in there and doesn't do anything. So we have to keep their bodies at a good temperature. She is 75 degrees now, so we're gonna just put her in here very gently. And the reason she's in a small enclosure, guys, I do not want her to be able to get a lot of speed and re-injure herself. So we're gonna step back, we're gonna let her relax. That's part of the convalescence period. Just shut this. And Kate was gracious enough to let me use this, and that's that. We're just gonna kind of, she's in her own little quarantine, if you will, so we're gonna keep her nice and calm.
A quarantine within a quarantine.
Where it's like some kind of strange paradox.
Wow.
That's my wife. Look how cool she looks. That's her getup. She doesn't like when we show her. That's her farm girl getup. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hope we learned something here. There'll be another video coming out right after this one on Tuesday, where I'm gonna do some preventative maintenance, which now to quarantine, I can get to a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna try and fix things in the cages to kind of make them less likely for those animals to be able to hurt themselves. Okay, that's it. Like and subscribe, stay safe, and I'll see you guys all soon. So long.